The co-chairs, steering committee, planning committee, and program development committee of the 2011 Caribbean HIV Conference, Strengthening Evidence to Achieve Sustainable Actions, extends a warm invitation to you to attend this important conference. This regional event promises an outstanding scientific program, along with a multitude of opportunities to learn, share, and network within the Caribbean community of HIV stakeholders. To familiarize you with the full conference, let's look at the background and planning for the conference, the program content and objectives, the range of sessions, and other important elements of the schedule.
First, let's ask an essential question. Why do we need a conference? There are several reasons. To sharpen the focus on HIV in the Caribbean. The Caribbean is second only to sub-Saharan Africa in terms of adult HIV prevalence, so the region warrants increased attention. To build on the conferences held in 2000 and 2004. Awareness of the impact of HIV on the region resulted from these meetings, as did research collaboration. To serve HIV stakeholders. These individuals are the impetus for the conference. They include people living with HIV, vulnerable groups, caregivers, clinicians and researchers, representatives of non-governmental and faith-based organizations, advocates for patients and for social justice, and representatives of government, civil society, and media. Approximately 2,000 to 2,500 participants are expected. The conference offers unique opportunities. In fact, the conference will be the largest regional HIV conference ever held under one roof. It will center exclusively on Caribbean HIV issues. Importantly, it will build on the two previous conferences and bring together all language and Caribbean national groups to share, learn, and network.
There are other opportunities as well. The conference also will enhance Caribbean regional efforts to work collectively towards preventing the spread of HIV and mitigating its impact on health, social, and economic systems. It will improve regional responses through the application of knowledge, research, lessons learned, collaboration, and good practice throughout the region. Finally, the conference will strengthen research capacity through the promotion and dissemination of the latest HIV research findings and the identification of funding sources.
Let's look at the structure of the conference program as it relates to content. 5 tracks form the basis for the conference. They are special populations, legal, ethical, cultural, spiritual, and leadership issues, epidemiology, basic science, and vaccine research, treatment, care, and support, and prevention, social, behavioral, and biomedical changes. 3 plenary sessions will focus on the epidemic and the response, sustainability, and the future efforts in the fight against HIV. The response to the call for abstracts was tremendous. A total of 620 abstracts were submitted by authors in 34 countries. 523 abstracts came from 25 Caribbean countries, including Haiti and Cuba, and 97 abstracts were received from 9 non-Caribbean countries. A total of 564 abstract presentations will be made during 77 conference sessions. 252 will be featured in oral and panel presentations, and 279 in poster discussions and poster displays. There will be 29 abstracts covered in skill-building workshops. Partners will host their own special meetings. What are the objectives of the conference program? To focus on research including research in basic science, prevention research as it relates to social and behavioral change, and treatment, care, and support research. To share good practices with regard to special populations, spiritual, cultural, and leadership issues, and the strong participation by advocates and representatives of non-governmental organizations. Another objective is to build on previous conferences. Learning from earlier conference efforts, the conference organizers intentionally chose a multidisciplinary approach to conference planning and program development, and, further, a strong focus on sustainability, which is evident in one of the conference plenary sessions, and in sustainability issues covered in all tracks. In addition, it is important to encourage development of younger researchers, field workers, and advocates. In fact, constitute a new generation of HIV responders. Other objectives are to build the Caribbean network. In this regard,
the conference content focuses on work in or about the Caribbean and its diaspora.
This is supported by a strong conference scholarship program. There were 875 scholarship applications. 856 of these were from the Caribbean. 166 abstracts were submitted by these applicants. 77 abstracts were accepted as oral panel presentations, and 57 for posters. There will be multiple networking opportunities. Another objective is to develop powerful Caribbean conference ownership. This was possible through a strong sponsoring agency with access to excellent conference planning technologies, a robust planning committee of individuals from across the Caribbean with members active in all aspects of the HIV effort, and a multidisciplinary and professional approach to planning and organization. Further objectives are to develop key institutional partnerships, to engage the private sector in presentation and sponsorship, and to develop new governance possibilities for guiding future work. This will be possible by redirecting energies to funding, building information networks to document, record, store, and share research and experience results, interagency coordination, and a strong collaborative effort. Other objectives are to build capacity to manage future conferences. Conference planning has involved more than 50 young persons from across the region. An additional 50 others, 25 abstract reviewers and 25 scholarship application reviewers, were involved in the process. There was strong Spanish language representation from Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic in planning activities. There has been less French and Dutch involvement. Importantly, conference planning technology and processes were developed by professional conference planners and managers, and then shared with all involved in planning. The final objective is to provide major opportunities for collaboration. For example, the PANCAP annual general meeting is being held in conjunction with conference. Major host countries' HIV activities are being held in association with the conference, and major regional organizations are engaged as key partners. There are 3 expected conference outcomes. They include a roadmap for maintaining sustainability. This will include
a model for creating and sustaining the information and other networks required,
a model for funding and strengthening research in the Caribbean, a model for optimizing and strengthening HIV programs and services, a new approach to governance of the diverse and broadly spread HIV effort, including making the planning committee model a key part of the approach to future governance. development of networks, and cross-collaboration across countries and territories, languages, and disciplines. Potential for collaborative Caribbean presence in the International HIV Conference in 2012 in Washington, D.C., and finally, a future conference, the fourth, to be held no later than 2015. The agenda at a glance provides an overview of the range of conference activities. Distinct colors indicate different types of sessions. The opening ceremony of the 2011 Caribbean HIV Conference, Strengthening Evidence to Achieve Sustainable Action, will take place Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It will be followed by a reception from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., to which all conference attendees are cordially invited.
General plenary sessions are sessions for all conference participants on topics of overarching interest with no competing activity. The first will be held Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. The topic will be the epidemic and the response. A plenary session on Sunday from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. will have sustainability issues as its topic. The final plenary session on Monday begins at 11 a.m. It's titled Looking to the Future. This plenary session will be held in conjunction with the closing ceremony, which will end at 12:30 p.m. Concurrent sessions include oral presentations, which are sessions of 3 presentations grouped by subject matter in 90-minute blocks, and panel presentations, which are sessions of 3 to 5 presenters who discuss a topic as a group in 90-minute blocks. Track plenary sessions include 1 90-minute session per track, covering an overarching topic area for that track, with no competing sessions within that track. Edutainment sessions are sessions featuring non-traditional methods of sharing information, running concurrently with oral and panel presentations. Examples of these are skits, dances, and storytelling. The oral session, a 90-minute event, is structured as follows. The moderator will make an opening statement of 3 minutes. Presenter 1 will present for 20 minutes and have a 5-minute Q&A period. The same time will be allowed for presenter 2 and for presenter 3. These presentations will be followed by a 10-minute period of questions and discussion. The moderator will then make a 2-minute closing statement to sum up the session.
Poster sessions are of 2 types. Poster presentations will be held from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Poster presenters will have 4 to 5 minutes to discuss their posters and generate interest in the manned poster displays that follow. Poster displays will be held from 2 p.m. to 2:45 p.m. Poster authors will stand by their posters and be prepared to discuss the subject with conference participants. Please note that both poster presentation and poster displays will take place on Saturday and on Sunday.
In abstract division sessions,
simultaneous interpretation of Spanish to English and English to Spanish will be provided for oral presentations, panel discussions, and track plenary sessions. Simultaneous interpretation will not be provided for edutainment sessions, skill-building sessions, poster presentations, or poster displays. Affinity sessions are informal sessions. Participants can sign up to meet attendees with similar interests and issues that they wish to discuss. Meeting rooms are provided for these sessions. Note that affinity sessions are scheduled on Saturday and Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Skill-building sessions will cover all tracks and will include several cross-cutting issues and themes. In these sessions, attendees will be able to participate in targeted workshops that promote and enhance opportunity for knowledge transfer, skill development, and collaborative learning. Skill-building sessions will be held Monday beginning at 2 p.m. and ending at 6:30 p.m.
A note on non-abstract driven concurrent sessions. Invited speakers were identified to fill track gaps. They will present material that was not subject to the standard competitive abstract process. Expenses will not be paid for these speakers. Regarding partner meetings, some partner organizations will hold institutional meetings during the conference. Partner meetings will be scheduled at the same time as concurrent sessions. Simultaneous interpretation is not available for these meetings. A note on meals. Several meal options are available. Breakfasts. Meal tickets will be provided by the conference for buffet breakfast. Lunches. Boxed lunches with sandwiches, chips, and beverage will be provided by the conference. Dinners. Discounted buffet dinners and discounted meals at the food court will be available at the attendee's expense. The agenda at a glance provides an overview of the range of conference activities. Distinct colors indicate different types of sessions. To register, please go to the conference homepage, click on Register, and then follow the instructions to establish a conference account and register. Registration is now open. Space is limited, so please register at your earliest convenience. We look forward to seeing you at this momentous regional event.